So as you can see, I've been collecting leaves like a madman. And so this is our no-till right here, and this is our syntropic agroforestry system. So let me explain this one first. So essentially, we're doing adaptation gardening in the center. Rather than a market garden, rather than, farming for ourselves, the goal is adaptation gardening here. Adaptation gardening, or adaptation farming, is created by Joseph Lofthouse. And essentially what it is rather than growing one variety of corn or one variety of beans and squash, etc., we take as many varieties as we can get our hands on, and we let them cross-pollinate on purpose. And what you're doing is self-selecting. If you're not loving on your plants, if you're not watering them, if you're not fertilizing them, if you're not putting in extra work like said here, but I'm combining multiple systems together. We're doing Korean natural farming, we're doing Jadam, we're doing no-till, we're doing adaptation gardening, we're doing syntropic agroforestry. And so we're just stacking them, We've got compost. We're aware of Johnson Sioux compost and Back to Eden method. There's a whole variety of ways to achieve this. But adaptation gardening allows you to self-select naturally. And the results are, after the first couple years, 1, 2, 3 years, right? You're left with a stable variety that's stable for your area, that thrives under your conditions because you select for the conditions you want, right? If you want a plant that's really tall because there's bugs or pest or whatever, then it'll self-select, right? For instance, I got seed from these castor beans. Everybody says castor beans are not cold hardy. They did great until November, and we didn't water at all. And so we got seed from them. Same with, now I can't recall their name, but we grew them late on purpose because it's cold, right? And so save seed from them when we could. There might be viable seed in here, actually. It doesn't look like it. Actually, it kind of does look like it. These are Mexican sunflower, yeah. So we got some Mexican sunflower seeds as well, castor bean seeds, and we'll replant those next year with other varieties of the same type of plant, and the objective is to cross-pollinate and make new varieties that are able to thrive and succeed in my conditions, in my area, the way I farm, the way I do things, right? And so that's where we're at. And so lots of mulch got in for this season. I went to Green Cover Seed this year, and I got their winter blend and very heavily sowed it on the beds, on the support lines. And then I came back and did the rest that I had left over of a 30-pound bag, which covered this whole area, might I add. Perfectly fine. I did some on the no-till, and then in the pathways, I'm really trying to get coverage going. And these are winter crops that should have the ability to grow in snow, and so I'm not worried about it. So let's do a little update on the syntropic line and what we got going on in the no-till. So the support line this year, we tried just about whatever we could get our hands on, right? And we've been ubiquitously planting seeds, which means across the board, we are planting seeds indiscriminately, might I add. And the reason for that is because nature plants indiscriminately, as should we. And so along my cacti line in the middle and on either sides, we've just made lines and planted seeds year round, whatever seeds we can get our hands on. We're not picky. And some things failed, some things didn't, some things succeeded. Some things are yet to come up or won't come up at all. And that's that. But I love the fact that people talk poorly upon, crops they're not able to survive. Well, these survived up until November here in Zone 6B, and maybe they'll return for the stumps, maybe they will not. Same with the Mexican sunflower. Keeps slipping me there. But even with radishes, I was not all that aware could survive such cold, and we've definitely had below 32 degrees for several nights. We're getting snow sometime today, and they're thriving. And so There's